Hello. This will be a channel message for you, for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so, so much, and I am so, so proud of you. The message that I'm getting for you today, very clearly, is that December will be your biggest month so far. I get the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune here. And there's a message about walking through this portal in the next 3 to 4 days. Now, of course, use your own personal discernment while you watch these readings. If you feel that this message is not for you, feel free to leave it behind. But you best believe I'm going to get into this. I am so excited and I am so curious about what this is going to entail. But before we get into it, Spirit wants you to celebrate yourself. Recognize this achievement because you've made it through this year. I mean, what a year it's been. You've literally been cracked open. It may have felt like you've been catapulted through this initiation. You've had relationships that have tested you, and you have shifted again and again and again into a newer and truer version of self. And nothing could stop you through all of this. You're still here. You made it. And here we are, on the precipice of something really big. Like I said, December is going to be your biggest, most expansive month so far. You're on the other side of some kind of transition here, is what I get. The Six of Swords. It's a bit of a liminal space, right? It's a journey. It's movement away from chaos, from burdens, from friction that doesn't serve us. This is you. And I feel like you're the one piloting this journey, feeling guided 100%, divinely guided, divinely inspired. But you've made a difficult choice here. And you've set this journey, this transition into motion. You're showing up now as the Page of Wands. And it's interesting to me that I get the Two of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck here. So this feels kind of broad. I feel like for many of you, there's a relationship that you have walked away from, moved on from, or at least separated yourself energetically from. Maybe there's been a physical separation already, but you've actually pulled your energy back out of this situation. Or it may be a relationship that you're in currently, but you've separated your energy from that situation. You're no longer holding the pressure. I might be talking to somebody who's incredibly empathic and has had to discern, okay, what is my energy? What is my unique frequency and what does that feel like? And when am I picking up on somebody else's energy? When am I tuned in to somebody else's frequency? And how am I energetically holding that pressure? You may have let that go and you're moving away from some blending or something, some unhealthy blending or codependency that doesn't serve. And for others of you, I feel like this is speaking about some kind of manifestation that you've been working on, and the situation, the reflection that you're getting doesn't necessarily seem ideal right now. It's like we're pondering, how can we create a better reflection? Because this Two of Cups is like, it's the co-creation process with spirit. It's the relationship that we have with life and with our reflection, noticing what we're getting back from life and maybe seeing some kind of an imbalance here and working on the mind space, working on the mental. It's like there's some kind of mental evolution that's happening here, creating a calmness in your energy, creating forward movement in your energy away from chaos and into smoother waters here. Like I said, moving you into some kind of Page of Wands position here. The explorer, the optimist, travel might be significant. Learning, education, mentorship might be significant. Reclaiming that spark and that passion, that love for life right now might be significant. And if you look at the clothes that this Page of Wands is wearing, alongside this Two of Cups, it's very similar, right? It's almost like you've extracted yourself out of some kind of situation. You've been guided out of some kind of relationship or situation that no longer serves. And now you're exploring this new space. You might feel like you've got more freedom than you ever had, or you're in some kind of position as an individual, someone who's walking their own path, someone who's creating their own adventure is what I'm getting. You've got this new hat. It's like you're wearing this new hat. You might feel like you're playing a new role here, and it's white. There's a focus on cleansing here, purification, renewal, starting over on your own, still having that divine support, but actually having that agency and the ability to make your own choices and walk your own way. And it might feel a little bit devoid of emotion, a little bit barren right now, or this space might feel a little bit empty, but what you're looking at is the new growth on this wand. You're looking at these little leaves and you're going, oh, there's growth here. There's life here. There's some movement here. There's a spark here. And I feel like this is where you're at, probably gaining a much higher perspective at this time, looking back at these past experiences, looking back at this relationship, looking back at this manifestation that maybe felt a little bit more like a lesson. And I get the Six of Cups underneath this Two of Cups in reverse, right? So again, casting our mind back into the past. And there's a gift here. There's wisdom here. There's some kind of emotional purification and emotional growth here, a connection to self. There's an individuation, right? You're healing the relationship that you have with yourself. The way that you support yourself, the way that you speak to yourself, show up for yourself, show up for that inner child. And this manifestation, this movement into a better place, the creation of a better future, has something to do with your inner child. It holds the key. Some kind of childhood dream might be coming into reality for you right now. Receiving that gift, despite things feeling out of balance right now, this is a successful outcome with the Six of Wands. You will be recognized for this achievement. You're recognizing your own growth and how far you've come and how well you have done to navigate all of the challenges and all of the tribulations this year. And this portal that we're moving through, moving into this Wheel of Fortune space and ending up on the other side in this new life experience, we understand it's going to take patience. It's going to take consistency. It may take showing up every day, refining something, consistently showing up. May take some work. May take some strategy here with the Seven of Swords. May take doing things in a different way or thinking outside of the box. It may require creativity. The Knight of Cups, right? Leading from that heart space, even when it's new, even when it's uncomfortable. This is about following our intuition and following that heart into our freedom, liberation, living in alignment with our higher self and having freedom of movement here. And this 3 to 4 days thing, is really interesting. It's piqued my curiosity, right? And if you're watching this, as I upload it, you know, within this kind of window, I mean, this will find you when it needs to find you, I'm sure. I trust that. But if you're watching this around the time of upload, I think it's really interesting that this sun in Sagittarius, right, corresponding to Jupiter, like the Wheel of Fortune, the sun in Sagittarius will make that opposition to the Gemini moon, and we will experience that full moon in 3 to 4 days from now. And that full moon is going to make a perfect square to the nodes. The North and the South node. The Wheel of Fortune. The soul's journey. The wheel will continue to turn and continue to work on us. And I really get the feeling this is going to feel like a bit of a squeeze through that birth canal. That pressure, that squeeze, encouraging us to move forward. And it is such a beautiful opportunity to start planting these seeds of intentional, bringing your awareness into certain stories, certain patterns, certain contracts, certain beliefs that you are ready to let go of. There is an opportunity here to walk through this door as the Page of Wands, somebody who's still learning. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not at all. We just gotta start. We just gotta go. We just gotta take that one step forward. And there is an opportunity here to walk through this portal. Leave behind any of these stories that we do not want to take with us. And allow that door to close. And then we're in the new experience. So I don't want to, I mean, this is not about getting the nervous system all hyped up and getting us all worried and like stressing out about this, right? I think this can be a really beautiful, even a pleasant experience if we ride this wave and we allow it to take place. But there's no spiritual bypassing here on this channel. We have to acknowledge that that's a big square, right? That is one heck of a square, right? So you might be feeling that pressure and that soul knowing, that intuitive guidance coming from your higher self. There is something that I am not taking with me through this portal. I get the Knight of Cups flying out as I say that. Taking that moment of pause, tapping in to the heart space, listening to what your higher self is communicating to you through your body, and moving forward. Moving forward. Taking the most inspired, emotionally aligned action. And that most emotionally aligned action might be non-action. This is going to be different for everybody. Maybe it's going to require letting go of overextending yourself, having to hold that pressure, worrying about missing out or being left behind, so we take the wrong action. Maybe the play is actually non-action because your heart is telling you to chill out and just rest for a few days. For others of you, it's going to be different. Some kind of creative project being brought to life here, something being initiated, seeds being planted. I get the 5 of Wands as well, which is really, it's so beautiful and it's so confirming because this is a process of expansion here. It's leveling up. And there's nothing here that you cannot handle, despite feeling still like a bit of a student right now. You might be feeling like a bit of a noob. If we cast our mind too far forward, because I'm talking to somebody who's incredibly ambitious, You got these big, beautiful dreams and aspirations, and we're going to get there. This is the road that leads to your dream life. But it can get a bit overwhelming if we think too far ahead, right? But you got this. 5 of Wands and the Page of Wands. There is nothing here that you cannot handle. There's a leveling up process that's taking place. And your awareness right now might be... It's like your awareness is being brought into your instincts, that intuitive guidance system and what your body is telling you. And you might be seeing evidence. Life is showing you evidence of where you followed that gut knowing and you listened to those instincts and it paid off. Something about timing here, the window of opportunity. Life might be showing you evidence of where you had an instinct about something and you didn't take that action, and now the window's closed. And that's okay. These things have a way of coming back around. And every second of every day, you have the opportunity to quantum shift into a new reality. You don't have to wait for portals or timings or any of that. You can change your mind right now. But there's something about your awareness being brought into your ability to initiate, take that step forward, take that action, even when there's a temptation to like try and get it right or have it all figured out, or there's some kind of perfectionist quality to it. It doesn't matter, right? You just got to start. And there's something about like, what I'm getting is there's a big message about detachment here as well. Detachment from outcomes and seeing things from that higher perspective, even when things are pretty challenging and it feels like life is working on you and carving you into that version of self that you want to be. When you're in it, it feels like no joke, I understand. But, it's taking that step back, being detached from the outcome, being detached, from what other people are feeling or saying. Again, this idea of like some kind of emotional blending or unhealthy emotional enmeshment that we've had to unlearn. We've had to transmute this and learn how to like reclaim our own energetic position as an empath. Something about that high perspective here and just letting other people walk their own path. Their opinions of you don't have to matter. Their projections onto you do not have to matter because you're in your own power here. You're making your own decisions. You're walking your own way. That was this whole message, right? You are feeling like an individual, more so than you ever have, yet at the same time, somehow more connected to the universe of all things here than you ever have before, more connected to the divine than you have ever felt. Things totally moving in synchronistic tandem and creating magic wherever you go and feeling like there's got to be more to this because I'm changing my mind or having a certain realization and then my reality is completely shifting. So we're all connected, seeing yourself in other people and having that compassion. Yet paradoxically, reclaiming your position as an individual and doing that dance with life. Moving through that alchemical process and uniting the inner and the outer worlds here is what you're doing. You're on the path to complete mastery over your reality. And you can't rush this process. What you gotta do is show up for yourself, follow the heart. All right, as I get the lovers on the bottom of the deck, but my goodness, guys, the Fool just flew straight out as I was saying that. This is the path back to the Fool. Back to that limitless soul spirit, all of that potential that is available here for you. As you delayer, as you unlearn, as you develop a sense of confidence and individuality and personality, and then you do that deep dive into yourself and you break open everything that's there. You separate all of the different aspects and you purify these aspects of self as you wear these new hats, as you try on these new costumes, and you understand that your life is unique to you. There's nobody like you, and your life is your own personal experiment. It's here for you, and you don't have to put pressure on yourself. You don't have to try so hard. You just got to show up and play your way through it. Play the game. Play these roles, right? Not even like a game with a beginning and an ending and like levels that we need to pass, but a play as in like a play on stage where we're just playing these roles. And it can be fun. And I see you leading from the heart, gaining deeper access to this ancient intuitive knowledge, this divine space where we have access to all of this, leveling up into a version of self that can trust this call. I mean, this is what's on the other side of this portal for you. Becoming this person, embodying this version of self that moves intuitively with the flow, who takes control of their own life and their direction and is learning to be an individual, have that level of agency, yet at the same time be connected to the divine and co-create with the divine and respect that and revere that and let go of control when there's something that we're trying to control and we just can't control it. Surrendering to that process, surrendering to the divine will and what our higher self has in store for us, because it's so much better and more expansive than our limited minds can even conceptualize. This is about you following your intuition and walking this path back to the full as somebody who can go wherever they want to go and create whatever they want to create. What you want, God wants for you. If you want something, if you have a really strong desire for wealth, abundance, security, stability in this life, it's because your soul is yearning for that. Your higher self is guiding you towards that. There's a reason why you have that desire. And you're gonna move through all of these life experiences that are planned for you in perfect divine timing, and you're given the opportunity to respond with your free will and make your own choices and literally create the life that you want to create. The main character of your own story, guys, you can't make it up. With the Pikachu coming out, this is the main character energy. This is the electric shock, guys. Something is being brought to life here very quickly. Like I said, 3 to 4 days. Like, this stuff's no joke. Main character energy. And you may have felt like the underdog through this whole thing. This is the come up. Guys, this is the comeback story. I'm telling you. This is the comeback story. Attracting in this tribe. This soul group with the Cubone in reverse. Guys, there's a transmuting of some kind of lonely frequency. Longing to go back home to the stars, to feel connected again. This is you. Guys, it's so clear. With the frequency of electricity. Guys, this is you. Finally feeling connected again. You have done so well. You've done so well to move through all of this, guys. You've been integrating all of the lessons, healing this relationship with yourself, and you're feeling connected again. You're feeling creative again. You're feeling optimistic, excited, curious, hopeful. This is the inner child emerging because you've been reparenting yourself and guiding yourself and showing up for yourself so consistently every day. And now the inner child is emerging and it holds the key. My goodness. What is this? What even is this? What even is this? Technology? Something about AI, cyberspace here. Moving freely. There's like this frequency of technology. Like artificial technology, virtual Pokemon, the Porygon, into the Metapod, into the cocoon. into the Ride-On, into the Jigglypuff. Like, there's a level of determination that is coming through here. Like a, I will not be stopped frequency. We've been in this cocoon 100%. Like, we've been in this chrysalis. Maybe using, like... Okay. No, I get it. So I apologize. It's all filtering through, right? You've been developing new technology in your system spiritually, spiritual technology. This is your ability to, like, emotionally connect with other people. Share your story. Speak your truth. Astral travel, astral project. Use the dream space. Intuitive technology, right? Get these messages. Get these downloads. Witness the mystical phenomenon around you. This is all technology, right? And it's reflected in the technology that we have access to, like phones and AI, yada yada. Like, it's a reflection of that. So you've been in this cocoon, and that's probably the longest pause I've ever felt comfortable taking on this channel by far. And there's something about this long pause, this process of being in the cocoon, and it has just almost gotten to the point where it has felt uncomfortably long. It's like, am I safe in this pause? Am I safe in this empty space? This is something you've been working through, but you've been developing new technology by sitting in this pause. And it says able to move freely. This thing is capable of moving freely because it knows the code. And this is your soul's unique code, right? Now, on the other side of this Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's a shift in your energy, in your mind space, in your determination. Again, this spark. It's this spark becoming a flame. Because what I'm getting is there's something about you seeing this new growth, this life that's on the wand, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, I've been growing. It's like, oh, the confirmation. It was working. Like, there was something to all of this. Right? Emerging from this cocoon because you're seeing that there's life here, and then this is you. You're like, okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to run with it because I feel good in this. I feel safe, I feel protected, I feel strong. I have this armor on. Instincts, right? Look at the horn on the nose on this card. Instincts. Following that gut feeling, that gut knowing. Hilariously, ironically, into the Jigglypuff. It's like you are so determined to just be this. Be this beautiful, soft, loving, innocent character who is just sitting in this tree, singing their unique soul song, expressing their soul's essence, and healing something about not feeling heard, feeling like people don't want to listen to you, or feeling like you're not seen or something, you know what I mean? That loneliness frequency, you're healing that, guys. Because you're healing the relationship that you have with yourself. You're witnessing yourself. You're holding yourself and your inner child. And things don't have to be perfect. You're looking at yourself exactly the way that you are. The shadow, the unintegrated parts, these aren't things that we're here to fix. There's nothing wrong with us. We just got to take all of these parts of us and bring it into the energy of compassion and unconditional love. This approval of self that you are developing is creating a sense of integration, wholeness, all parts of you coming together and feeling loved and held, which allows you to show up as yourself and just be yourself without carrying the weight and the pressure of having to wear that mask, and without having the pressure of having to tune into other people's energies so that we feel safe. You just get to show up freely, innocently, and sing your song and be yourself and create your dream life from the heart space through the heart chakra. Speak your truth, get your needs met, and just be yourself and be seen as yourself. And that's the message. That's totally it. So guys, so much beautiful, amazing energy, so much work that you've done leading up to this point, and such a beautiful opportunity to recognize where we are so done with things and ready to let go of old stories and belief systems when it comes to our relationship that we have with our beautiful self. Let go of anything that doesn't serve and move through this window. It's all you guys. You totally got this. Let's go. Exciting stuff. And this is it. This is the dream life, right? One step closer. So, with that being said, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful, magical, determined, free space. This free space. This expansive space with me. It's so beautiful, guys. And thank you so much for showing up and supporting me every day in the comments. And thank you for sharing your stories in the comments. I read them all. I love reading all of your stories and interacting with you guys and seeing what you're up to. So definitely feel free to let me know how this resonated with you. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Let's go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.